Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. There you will see my links as well as here in the chat. Today, intuitive friends, this is not a free reading. This is a reading focusing on Super Chat Live, which means we're going to spill some tea here. So if you are interested in finding out more clarity for entertainment purposes only, well, guess what? This is the reading for you. It is an open-ended question, and it's what's possibly going on with fill in the blank, okay? Now, again, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. I will, of course, read and review the legal disclaimer. But, intuitive friends, if you, because some of you have been asking, when are you doing your Super Chat Live? Well, guess what? Today's the 6/6 portal, intuitive friends. 6/6 portal. So, lots going on today. So, perfect time for us to jump and get some clarity in regards to some messages here for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Now, that being said, intuitive friends, let's take a look and review the following before I begin the reading. Intuitive friends, just so you know, it is a $9.99 reading. Thank you so much, Monica. I just saw that Monica is here. Welcome. I will go in the order that you come in here in the chat. That being said, remember, intuitive friends, this is not a free reading. There are no refunds and there are no follow-up questions, okay? This is a $9.99 USD reading, which means it is $9.99, especially if you have another currency. Just make sure that is a $9.99 reading, okay? Now, intuitive friends, hello, Shatira. You have two questions. Awesome. Hang in there. Stay tuned here. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much, Shatira. Okay, intuitive friends. The only one question that I'm going to be channeling is what is possibly going on with. Now, if it's a person, all right, then just either give me their initials or just give me the person's first name. If you are in, oh my God, this is not the right time for this background noise. I am so sorry. I think they're going to start drilling in a few minutes. Let me see. How does that sound? Let me see. Okay, it doesn't sound that bad. Okay, it doesn't sound that bad. If it is you and a person who's no contact, then just write the person's initial or their first name and just write no contact. If it is a current relationship, then write a current relationship. If it's a marriage, you're married to this person at this moment in time, whatever it is, just give me that so that I don't have to spend so much time kind of giving you messages that if, like, for example, if it's something having to do with family, then it's just easy to just write like family person or my sibling or whatever, okay? So that clarity does speed up the time here, okay? Remember, it is a 10-minute reading. I might go a little over, but for the most part, it will be about 10 minutes. Now, some examples here of the type of question that you can ask. I do have the examples here in the chat as well as down below. For example, what's possibly going on with me and fill in the blank? Now, again, if it's you and someone, that if it's no contact, if it's just, someone you're interested in or whatever it is, just explain that. Here's another good question. What's possibly going on with my career? Okay, or a specific area in your life. Another question, what's possibly going on with my new connection? Okay, new connection, you can write new connection and then hyphen that and just write the person's initial, okay, or initials, okay? What's possibly going on with, okay, fill in the blank. Now, remember, intuitive friends, I'm not doing any follow-up questions, but I am going to give you as much details as possible. Here is the legal disclaimer. These messages are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. Intuitive friends, remember that tarot serves as guidance, okay? Not fixed predictions. And I am so sorry, intuitive friends. When I got on the live, there was no background noise of drills, so my apologies. Anyway, intuitive friends, tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and your free will. Okay, so first question here is from Monica. Okay, and second question and third question is from Shatira. Okay, so all right, Monica, your question is what's possibly going on with my business BFA? Okay, let's see what's coming through here in regards to your business BFA. Let's get this deck. Let's get. Hold on one second. What is going on with Monica's business BFA? Okay. Okay, so let's see what's coming through here, Monica, in regards to your business BFA. What's going on with Monica's business BFA? Monica, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Ooh, interesting. You have here loyal heart, by the book, and message in the bottle. Okay, let's chat about this. Okay, first of all, you may be seeing angel number 1111 or multiples of 2, because I'm getting here that with by the book. I do feel that you have a lot of emotion and love towards whatever your business may be about. It may be even connected to heart or healing. Okay, loyal heart, there's this energy here very much connected to you being very devoted to your business, to this project, and to whatever it is that you are developing business wise. By the book says, by the book, but you see here that there's 3 um elephants. Now elephants, I'm getting here Lord Ganesha or Ganesh. Okay. Now, by the book is coming through that as long as you are putting consistent work and effort, step by step, something here is going to move along. All right. Now, it might take some time because this is a desert. Okay. So there is like kind of like going through the challenges, going through the waiting period, going through the small improvements. But Lord Ganesha or Ganesh is the deity that is of obstacles being moved out the way. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm picking up that there may be some type of messages that may be coming through. However, I feel that you feel like you're not getting enough either clarity or enough kind of sign symbol synchronicities. And I'm getting here that you are getting some type of sign symbol synchronicities here in some way, shape, or form. Messages in the bottle here is very much connected. I was trying to see what yeah, because see the telephone is underwater, but then the other part of the bottle is above it. Okay. And you may have been kind of like, it's so funny because spirit is showing me here. It's like you're kind of like, symbolically speaking here, like picking up your phone and going, hey, universe, creator, did you guys forget about me? What's going on? Like there's certain things here that I just want to hurry up and move along. And I have a lot of heart and love, and you know, you know, I feel very much connected to this purpose that I am doing or that I'm moving towards. But I feel that I'm not getting the sign symbol synchronicities. And I'm getting here the opposite message. I am getting here that there is sign symbol synchronicities coming in. It may come very subtly though. Okay. You do have here two owls and you have here the heart. So it may come very subtly at times, so much so that perhaps you know making sure that you are connecting with your higher self, that being very, very important here. All right, let's get more because there's more coming through here. Let's give me more here in regards to loyalty of the heart in connection to what's going on. I feel the progress will be slow, or the like people coming to you, it's going to be slowly. It doesn't feel like a lot. If there is a connection here with you and Ganesha or Lord Ganesh, today would be a great opportunity. You do have the number 6 here with the number 15 and message in the bottle. So today the 6-6 portal is open. Be a great day for you to manifest and see what messages, or even just opening yourself up, opening up your heart to more sign symbol synchronicities. All right, let's see what else. Give me more for the loyal heart. Yeah. See, I feel here that you feel like the universe has either abandoned or is not listening, or that you that like you've been left behind, or that all this work has been in vain. And it's coming across as you, of course, leaving behind this type of self-sabotaging thought or limited belief, but also here connecting with people little by little, building trust and building connections here. Okay. I do feel that things are going to open up, but it's this slow process or energy that's coming through here with by the book. Give me more here. What's going on with Monica's BFA business? There may be some kind of internal struggle or internal confusion. You might be saying, like I said, I was feeling this feeling of doubt. Like, did I invest or did I do the right thing? Remember that when you feel this way, and there are times that you have been feeling this way for quite some time, because you do have the number 8 here, you need to push or walk away from that type of energy, like push away or overcome the obstacle of this internal confusion, or this sense of like not knowing, like, am I going in the right direction? Am I not? Because I do get here some sense of self-doubt in regards to, am I doing things right? Am I going in the right direction? And you're going to be able to understand and know with an inner knowing if you are kind of like, if there's some things that may be missing, by you turning off the external noise and listening to what your heart's desire is telling you, as well as looking and observing what things are not working, and then giving time to do something new or different, a new strategy, I'm getting here like new techniques, new strategy. Test it, see how that flows. But you really need to get out of this energy of indecision or internal confusion, because as you know, the universe listens to energy, right? It listens to the energy that it has the most strength and frequency towards. So if you're doubting yourself, then guess what? Your mind or your energy is going towards this kind of like, I'm not sure, okay? There's more coming through for you, my dear, but let's see what else. Give me more here with the message in the bottom. The world. As I said, this is a slow moving energy. This is not a business that's going to boom overnight. However, listen carefully. The world card talks about closing a chapter, opening a new one, but this is an oracle deck. So this is mostly about how this world here was all pitch black and dark. However, as time has opened up, there is more of this kind of there's more light than dark. So there could be some things that you are noticing, will be noticing through sign, symbol, synchronicities, or here, like I said, the number 6, today would be a great opportunity for you to really work with that portal that is opened up for today, the 6-6 portal, having to do with abundance here, okay? You see, I'm not making it up. There is going to be victory, but it's one that's going to take some time. Okay, so victory was right behind giving validation confirmation to this clarity that's moving in. So I know that kind of like if you look at this energy here, there's more light than dark. So even though it feels like it's going super slowly, there's a sense of illumination, light, or maybe even here a sense of awareness that you may be tuning in or tapping into. Now, it may come intuitively, but this could also be coming through other people, which is interesting because I'm getting that energy here in regards to by the book. Okay, by the book, connecting with others, seeing, getting people's opinion on the course, referrals, getting on social media, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, okay, whatever it is, but reaching people little by little. Give me more clarity here in regards to indecision. What's going on here? What's going on with indecision? Give me more clarity. What seems to be the self-limited belief or the block here in regards to this? Kind of like what I'm getting here. Something wants to progress, but what is this about? Ooh, your inner light. Interesting. I was just talking about that light here with the world card. As time goes on, there is more of a sense of illumination and brightening here. I do feel here, I've been feeling insecure, not so much because it says I've been feeling insecure because not much seems to be happening. Yeah, that's why that by the book is there. So I realized recently that I tried too hard to please the social media algorithm. Yep, that I wasn't presenting myself authentically. So I changed a lot on the aesthetics and the way I show up. Now it feels more me. Yeah. Yeah. And that may be here exactly what this light is talking. See, the by the book is the progression of something, the progression through time, the progression as it slowly unfolds. Okay. And so there may have been this energy here about indecision. Now, what's interesting is that I was asking more clarity in regards to this energy of kind of feeling unsure or uncertain about something. And this says, your inner light, even in the depths of shadow, your soul remains luminous. Never lose sight of it. And it's interesting because I'm getting here you radiating not just like your inner light, your inner optimism, your ability to stay authentically you, but also to remain um, high vibrational, to not feel like, I want to walk away, or, I'm not doing something right, because you are doing something here that's very much connected to your intuition and your heart. And at times, it just is one of those things where you just gotta test something new, see how that unfolds, give it some time, and then if it's not working, then move to another strategy or something else. Because your light is coming across as you getting either a sense of illumination through your mind, or through some kind of like sign, symbol, synchronicities, or just like an epiphany. Okay, something like a light bulb switching in your mind, and allowing yourself to also show up authentically, right? Your inner light is authentically you. And as you just said in the chat here, it's you being you, showing up for you, showing up, um, embodying the philosophy of what your mission is in regards to your business. Okay. So if you haven't, I feel like you have, but if you feel like you need to kind of look and fine tune certain things and highlight, because I'm getting something here about highlighting those things that are authentically, uniquely you, but also very unique to the niche, or very unique to what makes your business different than someone else's business. What makes your business or your mission, your philosophy, what you're bringing? What's the message that you want to bring forward? And what message do you want to highlight? Because it's something about that I'm picking up here, kind of like the exposure. Okay, so I don't know if it's maybe also that you may not have enough exposure, or you're not maybe exposing this um, to a particular niche, but you might need to kind of take a look at that philosophy or mission statement here, or kind of mission of what it is that you want to accomplish here. Okay, and kind of fine tune it. I'm not saying that you don't know what it is, but it's like exposing it, showing it to other people, so they are kind of like, they know what is the unique quality of what you do, what is the niche or the people that may be interested in this area or in this specific business. Okay, like I said, slowly but surely, you have the world and victory. So again, things are becoming clearer to you, whether it's clearer that you can see with your physical eyes, or clearer as in intuitively, right? It's becoming more and more clear. Let's see here what else is coming through in regards to your business. Let's see what else is coming through in regards to Monica's business, BFA. What's possibly going on with Monica's business here, BFA? Give me more clarity on loyal heart and walking away. Strength. It says everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. And interesting, because this is coming across as like the Knight of Swords, you thinking a lot about something, but it's also coming across as like the Knight of Wands energy also. So I feel that there's this movement that's happening, and strength says everything you've experienced in your life has made you stronger and courageous. It also brings a sense of authenticity, because this feels like whatever your business is about, you know exactly Like you've been there, done that, which may be the reason why this business has come to the forefront, or maybe why you created this business, okay, or this you know business or project here. The strength card says, listen, don't think about things as far as like, oh, I want to walk away, or I feel like I've wasted my time, or I just feel like something isn't growing. There's a self-limited belief that you need to let go, okay? Walking away from the indecision, walking away from this feeling of being kind of stuck or feeling like something isn't moving, and really leaning in to your emotional strength, okay? And I'm saying emotional strength here because the heart and the two owls are there. So let's see what else, what other clarity comes through here. There's something about clarity, illumination, whether it's you highlighting something, or you paying attention to something here, so that it becomes like the spotlight or the focal point here. Let's see. Give me more in regards to by the book, indecision, and your inner light. Definitely let go of the internal limitations here. Says artist, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial for your career and every other area of your life. You may want to connect or be in places or in communities where people who may be interested in what service you want to provide. This may be people who may be interested in like energy healing, astrology, sound healing, meditation, poetry, music. I'm getting the creative energy. Okay. So you may want to connect with people who tend to or be interested in niches that are very much kind of like the subdivision of what your service may be about. Let me give you an example. Maybe you're already doing this, but maybe here there's this energy of like reminding you to still connect with even more people, to get out yourself out of the box, right? So, for example, if I am an intuitive tarot reader, then I want to and be in communities or surrounded with people who tend to like astrology or the horoscopes, or go to and be part of like Facebook communities where there are people who are interested in tarot or interested, for example, in self improvement. So that's the type of energy that I'm getting here. Okay. Those are the type of people who may be interested in those niches and are open to the services that you provide. Okay. So again, artist doesn't have to be an artist, but it's about creativity. It's about, and I'm also getting artists with the different colors on the palette. So people who are interested in chakra alignment, in things of like self improvement, in self help. Okay, so kind of like being connected to people who are interested in things like that, because it could connect to your niche. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Give me more on the messages. Messages in the bottle, the world card, and victory. All right. Engaging and being part of communities where people are very interested in self-help and creative body work, Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. That's another group of people that may be very open to the type of work or service that you provide. This may be people who are like masseuse or massage therapy, people who are in energy healing, people who are in like physical therapy, emotional therapy, counseling. Um, it all depends because I don't know what your business is about, but it's about connecting with people that it's like connecting your service to other niches where people are open to this type of energy, okay, or type of work, okay. Why am I saying that? Because then that opens up conversation of you meeting people and having conversations where there's this kind of like give and take, and curiosity may build up, and perhaps there may be people who are more open to finding out or being curious about the service that you provide. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. All right, so I have two more decks for you. I'm being called to do this one here. Give me more here on the world because I feel that there's something about a path here. Give me more details about the world card here. Up next is Shatira. Shatira, you are up next. So start creating your question here, Shatira, in regards to the two questions that you have. Start with the first one, and then we'll explore the second one after we finish the first, okay? Give me more clarity here in regards to the world here for Monica in regards to her BFA business. Great adventure. Take risk, venture forward. There you go. Getting out of your comfort zone. So, connecting with people, people who own their own business, people who may be interested in you sharing your experiences. This is talking about networking. This is all about networking. Networking to people who are in different niches, but niches that are very much catering or connected to whatever your business is about. Okay? So only you know what your business is about. So, like I said, I gave you my example. So if I'm an intuitive tarot reader, then I'm going to connect with people who like astrology. I'm going to connect to people who are into sound healing. I'm going to connect to people who um, are, love to do shamanic work or retreats, or you see what I'm saying? It's connecting to more people and really getting out of your comfort zone. It says here great adventure. And it may even be here connecting to people who are not even in your city, town, and country. It might be like, for example, if there is like um, a cafe or a tea place where people do poetry, or people like post up things that are connected to what they do, or music, or there's something here that it's about you connecting with other people that are like-minded and are open to being out there and saying, yes, I want to, or I'm interested in X, Y, and Z. I'm also getting, yeah, like I said, getting out of your comfort zone is also coming through. All right, let's take a look because I have only two more decks here for you, but that's it's coming through. It's like you having to really kind of shine or highlight what you do to other people in different niches. And it will require you to be very strong, because you might get a lot of no's, or you might get people who are not interested. But just know that you're not walking alone. Your guides are with you. So as you're walking forward and allowing yourself to be more open and courageous and brave, because like I said, there could be a lot of no's before the yeses come in. There is a sense of taking a risk to either be part of community minded, different communities, different people, different niches that may not be so interconnected to what your business is about, but has similarities in regards to people being open minded. Okay, that's how this is coming through. All right, let's see. Give me 2 cards here in regards to more clarity for Monica. Shatira, you are up next. So Shatira, please make sure that you are working on your first question. 9 of Wands. It's interesting because I see the 9 of Wands, but I also see the Queen of Wands. So you have the 9 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, very interesting, because the Queen of Wands is this great adventure card. It's about that risk taking. It's about you believing in your ability to connect with others and being proactive and be very creative on how you connect with other people. Okay? You're going to have to find creative ways to really connect with others that are of similar mindset or of similar niches here. Okay, 9 of Wands, you may have felt like you've tried everything, but you gotta get yourself up. If you've fallen 9 times, you gotta get up on the 10th and really lean to your emotional strength, mental strength, energetic strength. Spirit, what advice do you have here for Monica? Ooh, interesting. Sea turtle, protection. Now, what's interesting about turtles in general, and mind you, I haven't read what this says yet, but turtles in general are about longevity. Okay, that's number 1. It's talking about taking time. Validation, confirmation on by the book. So you have 3 elephants in the desert walking slowly, moving in the direction of movement. And you also have that same slow energy movement here in connection to the sea turtle. So I'm getting here, are you going to be, is this going to be successful? Yes, but it's going to happen with time. And there is a very big focus in this reading about you connecting with other people, finding creative ways, finding kind of like maybe even here kind of growing a thick skin, because you might hear a lot of no's, or you might see people not as interested in certain things. But when you connect to the right person or the right community of people, you might get more, if not yeses from that circle. You can have people share what your business is about. Sea Turtle says protection. You are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. So again, this is very much connected to that authenticity that you were talking about at the top of the reading. Your authenticity is going to resonate to the right people who are ready to learn something. Remember, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So that is also here coming through. It says persevere. Interesting, because the 9 of Wands is that energy of falling 9 times, getting up on the 10, and still moving forward. So you can't, your gut, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of no's or people who may not be as interested, but it's finding the right or connecting to the right niches or circle of people. It says, persevere and you will succeed. Remember that I said that you are going to succeed. Victory and success are coming. It's going to take time. It's also here very much about connecting with the right group of people or the right niche. It says you have everything you need to be protected and happy. So this is all about you testing new avenues, testing new things, connecting with new people, connecting with niches, talking to people who own their own business. If there's like a crystal shop, if there's like a candle shop, if there's a store, or that or a restaurant or a bar or a cafe that they do like poetry where people kind of you know get together and connect. If there's like street festivals that you may want to rent a little booth and just kind of connect with people in that way, there's this energy here about connecting and widening the net, so to speak, or symbolic net here. Monica, that's all that I have for you here. I hope these messages. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. I have one more. Hold on a second. This is the last one here. So sorry. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, this one. Let's see. This is your last and final message, okay? What is the last and final message here for Monica? What's going on in regards to her BFA business? What's coming through here to Monica's BFA business? All right. Let's see what's coming through. It says here, power of prayer. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with the word prayer, the power of manifestation, the power of intention, the power of connecting. And like I said, today's a 6-6 portal. So validation, confirmation with that. It says, give this situation to the universe, meaning through manifestation, prayer, or again, kind of like the power of intention for uplifting and healing, especially when you feel like something isn't moving. It says, be open to miracles. Like I said a little while ago, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And so maybe your business is the teacher, and you just got to meet those people that are kind of like at the right, time or the right space. So really widening your net. It says the universe's unlimited universe has unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers or intention or manifestation. Be sure to act upon divine guidance, like I said at the top of the reading here with message in the bottle, and with the fact that I was getting 1111 as a sign symbol synchronicity. It says the universe gives to you in response to your, okay, divine guidance, universe gives to you in response to your prayers or intention. So very, very uplifting message here. Don't give up. Whatever this is, don't give up. You just got to find creative ways, really get out of your comfort zone. Again, have like literally a thicker skin, because there you might get a lot of no's, but you might, through 10 no's, you might receive 2 yeses. So you focus on the yeses, or you focus on the people that are like, you know what, that sounds interesting. Or you know what, I might not need that service, but I do know someone who might need that service or might be interested in that service. Okay. So don't give up. Don't walk away from it. Victory will come, but it will take some time. Okay. That being said, Monica, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. I hope these messages have been insightful. And listen, I know the feeling because when I started my channel, okay, I said, how the heck are people going to even know that I exist? How are people even going to know that my channel exists? Because there's so many more channels with so many, remember, I started at zero. When I started my channel, I had zero subscribers, zero viewers. No one knew who I was. Okay. So I did rely on my friends, family, loved ones. Okay. I relied on doing things for free, in order to kind of like engage people, like free readings that I do here on my channel, things like that, in order for people to kind of say, oh, let me take a look and see what this is. Okay. So that's how this is coming through. All right. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but I will find out momentarily. But in the meantime, intuitive friends, these messages are not for free. Okay, these messages are $9.99. This is a super chat, which a lot of you have been asking me for behind the scenes. Like, when are you coming back with the super chat? I'm like, I'm coming. There was just a lot of things that I'm taking care of behind the scenes, but you know, definitely wanted to get on here today to do the 9.99 readings here. Okay, intuitive friends. Now, today is a 6/6 portal. So, wonderful opportunity and time to connect with manifestation and the power of intention. Okay, 6/6/26 being the sixth portal here. Okay, 6/6 portal opened up here today. All right, intuitive friends. Monica, I wish you the very best as always. And thank you so much for stopping by and being part of this super chat live. Okay. All right. Up next, we have Shatira. But in the meantime, intuitive friends, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot. I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. I do these type of readings as well for free on my channel. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. But when I do it for free, I only focus on what your guides want you to know. So if you want to, at the very least, have a free 5-minute mini reading, then subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And as soon as I either add new content to the channel or as soon as I do a live reading, YouTube is going to notify you. Okay. All right. Let's see what's coming through here. Hello, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Welcome. Shatira, you're next. Give me 1 second. Shatira, what's possibly going on with my new connection with JJ? Ooh, nice. Okay, let's see what could be unfolding there. What could be possibly unfolding with your new connection with JJ? All right, let's see. Give me 1 second, Monica. Because I was trying too hard, proper hooks on reels and all that, but I might have um yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay. All right. So very well. I hope those messages helped you there. Okay. Or brought some type of clarity. Again, I'm getting networking, my dear. Networking, connecting with people, connecting like literally like back in the olden days, talking to people, going to, neighborhood places, places where people are connecting with creativity, artistry, things like that. So, yeah, that was coming through very, very clear there. That being said, all right, let's see what's going on. Shatira, what's possibly going on with my new connection with JJ? So, what is possibly going on with Shatira's new connection with JJ? Give me 1 second. I'm just kind of reaching over. Okay, what is possibly going on in this new connection with Shatira and JJ? What is possibly going on with Shatira's new connection with JJ? Give me one card. Give me a second card. Give me a second card. What is going on in this new connection with Shatira and JJ? All right, two. Best friend, deception. And deception has another card underneath. Okay? Remember, deception may not be what you think. It might be something about someone not clearly showing their emotions here. So let's take a look. We have love language, gift giving. We have best friend. Ooh, you see? Deception with true love in the back. Okay. So let's see. First and foremost, here with best friend, it says friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. And that's exactly what I was just saying in regards to deception. That's one of the things that are coming through, okay? So this could be someone that you're either getting to know, okay, someone who may be new, or someone from the past who you have seen them or they have seen you as a friend, okay? Now, whatever this connection or this new connection is starting on, remember, friendship, we don't want to hurry up and move towards the physicality of intimacy yet because you want to make sure that this is the right person, okay? That this is the right person that you feel is showing and proving to you that they are worth your time and worth your effort. Okay? There needs to be a foundation of friendship here first before moving in certain directions here. Why? Well, I feel here because you need to really know and explore who this person is, or if this is someone from the past, how have they grown? How have they evolved? Okay? And also with time, you also want to make sure that they don't have any pending emotional residual connections with other people or, you know, exes or things of that nature. Love language gift giving. It says tokens of reciprocity hold cherished memories. I feel that what's going on here is this energy of friendship building. There's an energy here of showing each other, okay, or wanting to show each other how much this person, how you may make them feel and how they may make you feel. There may even be here the language of gift giving, whether it's on your end or on JJ's end. And it's this person's way, or your, again, it could go either way, of showing each other the deep admiration or fondness here. Okay. I'm also getting here with deception, someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Now, if someone is showing you, well, for example, if JJ is showing you, like, I only see you as a friend, I don't feel that that may be the case. I feel that that may be what they may be showing on the outside. There may be a lot of interest here coming through on the end of this person. They just may not show it. This could either be this person or it could be you. It could be either way. So either both of you or one of you is like, yeah, I'm interested, but I don't want to show so much interest. Okay, I want to kind of make it more like I'm getting to know you in a casual way. I'm getting to know you in a kind of like, friendly way. And that may be the case. Okay. So someone is here being very deceptive, and it's so interesting because this is Cupid, and Cupid is trying to unravel the string that's holding that mask. So again, like Cupid is saying here, someone needs to show the other person that they're interested. Okay, it's not a bad idea to let someone know, I'm very interested in you. I'm interested in getting to know you. I'm getting interested in learning what type of connection are you wanting to explore. Things like that. Like there's no need to kind of not show that there's an interest, because what happens is it could translate to someone else that you are either friend zoning them or that they are friend zoning you. So we don't want to give off friend zoned energy. We want to give interested energy, but you got to work and invest and be consistent in order for something to grow more. So, spending time together, okay, acts of service, gift giving, getting to know each other, deepening each other's knowledge of each other through time, through consistency, okay? Love language, gift giving. Let's see what else. Give me more in regards to love language, gift giving here. Give me more clarity in regards to um, Shatira's, what's going on with Shatira's new connection with JJ. Ooh, look at that. That flipped over. And that says trust. See, there could be either one of you or both of you are having trust issues. Whoever this is, whether it be you or whether it be this person, you guys got to heal that. Why am I saying you have to heal it? Because you may be jeopardizing a connection that could be very well a good connection that could be developing here as friends. And someone, whether it be JJ's energy or your energy, there's this energy of I can't trust, or I don't know how to trust, or am I going to get hurt, or I don't want to get hurt. But you see, everything that just came out of my mouth, none of that was optimistic. None of that was standing in my power. That type of talk is one that comes from limited beliefs or from fear or concern. So I'm getting here with this gift giving. If you see this dog symbolizes friendship, it symbolizes companionship. It symbolizes here the ability to establish trust through time. This is why I said here at the top of the reading, don't allow something to be, and I'm sorry if this sounds weird or whatever, but I mean, you don't want to pick up other people's energy unless you know someone, unless you really know who they are and what they're about. Okay. So in order to do that, yeah, let it be 3 months before anything moves in any direction that you can give someone the promotion of being more than just a friend. There's a reason why companies use the 3-month rule. Okay. There is some merit to that. It does take 90 days for someone to, within those 3 months, someone will show you who they are. And if they are not who they say they are, then their mask is going to slip. And when their mask slips, believe them. Believe when people show you who they are. But in order to do that, you do need to be more open, or JJ needs to be more open in saying, well, you know what? Yes, I've been hurt before. Yes, sometimes things haven't gone the way that I want in certain connections, but I'm not going to be jaded energy. I'm really going to open myself up and be open to getting to know JJ and JJ getting to know you. Okay, because what happens if we start with this level of jaded energy or fear of trusting, then guess what? You're already putting this behind the in a situation where it's like you're already creating a challenge here. You see what I mean? Let's get more clarity here with excuse me, with best friend. You build trust with time. That's the only way. You cannot trust someone if you've never met them, if they're a stranger, or even if this is someone from the past. You still need to give someone time to show you, have they changed? Are they different? Or are they the same? Or, whatever this is. You see what I'm saying? Give me more in regards to best friend. How do you get to know someone? Through communication, through listening to the things that they say, as well as listening to the things that they don't say. So, looking at their deeds and looking at their actions, their deeds, and listening to their words and seeing, do they match? Okay? Do they match? Someone tells you something, do their actions match with their words? Okay, are they being consistent? Are you being consistent? Right, as well. So it goes vice versa. What's possibly going on here in regards to this connection between Shatira and this new connection with JJ? What's coming through? Interesting. That was chemistry that wanted to come up. And it's interesting. It was going to do a peekaboo, but then it didn't. But again, it's with deception and true love. It's like someone is hiding the fact that there's chemistry. Interesting. Give me more. Security. The more that JJ gets to know you, or the more time JJ gets to spend with you as a friend, not as a lover, not as a whatever, just as a friend, just going out, testing the waters in regards to vibing, going out, spending time together, the more that you are going to understand, is this person, is JJ showing that their intentions and words and deeds all match? Are you feeling safe? Is this person making you feel safe, certain? Do you feel emotionally at home with them, or do they feel emotionally at home with you? Okay? So this could go either way. This could go with JJ or with you. But the point here is, in order to create this nest egg of security, there needs to be a very clear, not hiding emotions, not hiding feelings, because that could very easily come across as someone friend zoning someone else. Okay? So there we go. Let's see what else is coming through here. Very interesting reading. Lots coming through in this um, reading here. I want to explore. Hold on. Before I go and jump into this next deck, let me explore this deception because I don't know if this is coming from JJ's end or your end. But, whatever this deception is about, this jaded feeling or feeling of being afraid to get hurt, that needs to be healed because that could create an obstacle in this friendship that's emerging here. Okay, so whomever that is for, whether it's you, whether it's JJ, yeah, we got to nip this in the bud because it's casting a shadow here to what could possibly be something true and authentic. Okay, yes, people can have fear of getting hurt, but remember, fear is a lower vibrational energy. So you don't want to create more of an energy that you don't want, right? So let's see. Give me more clarity here in regards to deception here. Whether, in regards to JJ and Shatira's new connection. What is this about? Okay. I'm going to have to cut the deck because nothing pops up. And let's see what's coming through. All right. Deception says, emotions in the body. Interesting. Unprocessed emotions often manifest physically. Listen to what your body is telling you. So, there may be, for example, especially if this is like a new connection and having to do with the heart, there may be at times where your body gives you a signal, whether it's you or JJ. That signal here is telling you, you need to heal this area. You need to heal your emotions. You need to heal your heart chakra. Because emotions can show up in different ways. It could be physical aches, pains, pressure. It could drain your energy. So it's super important to be very clear and clear this residual energy of a past or recent past that created a lot of, deep emotions here that could be interfering with a possible beautiful new connection here. Okay. Interesting because this is coming across as like an astronaut. So there's this energy of feeling like, wow, I gotta go out on a limb emotionally. And yeah, someone here is gonna have to kind of heal that energy within themselves so that they can feel secure enough to be open with their emotions, but also be able to decipher, not just allow anybody and everybody in, but just have the ability to decipher more accurately here before continuing to open up here, right? So there's a sense of jaded energy that I'm picking up more than anything else. It's like, I don't want to show you how much I'm interested. I don't want to show you how much I like you. But that could backfire. Someone could say, well, it doesn't seem like you really like me, or you don't seem interested, right? Let's see what else is coming through in regards to this reading. What is going on here in this new connection with Shatira and JJ? Every time I want to, well, I'm going to do it after. I'm being called to give the light of this message here. But all right, guys. All right. I got the message. Give me the light side of this emotions in the body. Unprocessed emotions often, there's something just left over, often manifest physically. Give me the light side of this reading. Oh, where is it? There it is. The light side says, oh, two things came out. Okay. I was only going to pick one, but two came out. It says here, it's the icing on the cake, all this and sprinkles too. See, someone feels here that someone has checked off really good boxes here. Like there's this energy of like someone getting to know someone else and a person checking off the superficial boxes. I say superficial because only through time and conversation are both of you really going to be able to continue to explore here as time goes by. So there's this energy of being able to check off superficial, kind of like the basic boxes here. It says, true north no found. Follow this direction. Look at that. There's a lot of chemistry here between JJ and you, or you and JJ. This is telling you, continue to explore this friendship, continue to explore the connection, but explore it without, creating a sense of self sabotage here, whether that's you or JJ. That's why Spirit wanted me to give you messages in regards to that. Okay, that makes sense. Now I feel like I can connect to this deck over here. All right, I have one more. Besides this one, I have one more deck here for you, and then we're going to jump to your next reading, okay? Ooh, King of Wands. King of Wands, beautiful energy. Whoever this is, they find you attract. Ooh, oh my gosh, I just looked just to see. Queen of Cups. What's the Queen? The King of Wands with the Queen, with the Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. You both got to give. You both got to give and take. This is interesting. King of Wands. This person is super attractive. Wow, the King of Wands looking at the Queen of Cups. King of Wands looking at the Queen of Cups. One person, listen, it could go either way. Listen, Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Cups energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancers, yeah, Cups energy, okay? There's this magnetism here. There is a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry, especially here with the King of Wands. I feel proactive energy. I also feel someone here being a little bit more quiet, timid, and more kind of safeguarding their emotions. Now, the Queen of Cups is seeming very calm in the presence of this King of Wands energy, who's more proactive, inspired, driven. And this Queen of Cups, yes, there's emotional maturity and intelligence, but there's this energy of kind of trying to also keep her emotions to her chest. So, the reason why this has come up since the top of the reading is if there is one person who seems to be more open, charismatic, talkative, expressive, and one person who tends to be quieter, shyer. Yes, they may feel the emotions that they're interested, but they're not showing it. The King of Wands is not going to be sure. Are you interested or are you not? Because fire energy is more kind of in your face, or kind of more like, yes, listen, I am very interested in you. Okay? And the Queen of Cups is, yes, I'm also interested in you, but I'm keeping calm, cool, and collected because I'm very sure about how I feel. I just might not be sure about how you feel towards me. Okay? So that's what I'm getting here. Both of you are going to have to give and take a little here. Okay? Kind of give each other this kind of give and take. Okay, Two of Pentacles, you may be both be very busy. There may be this sense of working together. That's going to be super important, especially when schedules may get a little busy or when life may feel like it's a little bit overwhelming. The Two of Pentacles is coming across here as let's find a way to see each other, to juggle our busy life or busy schedules. I feel that together, both of you are going to be able to do that, but it's going to take effort. It's going to take consistency. Show me, um, give me more clarity with the Two of Pentacles. Show me the movement here or the speed at which. These Two of Pentacles. Let's see. You're going to have your last card here. Make sure that you have your next question, Shatira, ready. Yeah, look at that. Cleansing waters. I'm not surprised because Queen of Cups is here. It says purification activates vibrant life forces. Purification of what? Of letting go self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, letting go of residual energy, letting go of jaded energy, letting go of, oh my gosh, if this person hurts me, whether it's JJ or whether it's you, there needs to be a cleansing or a clearing of that residual energy, because I'm going to tell you now that may be a very big obstacle here if both of you don't allow yourselves to heal from things from the past. Okay. All right. Last and final card, Shatira. And let's take a look at your next your next question. And then I'll take a look. Look at that. Dragonfly. Look at that. Believe in the magic of the moment. I'm going to tell you right now. That's what just came to me. Believe in the magic of the connection starting off as friends. Okay? And I'm going to reiterate that, starting off as friends. And listen, you know, there may be a conversation here at some point where someone might say, well, you know, are you not interested in me because I don't see the physical intimacy? And the other person may say, listen, I find you very hot and attractive and good looking, you know, like the chemistry is there. I just want to make sure that I'm not just looking for a superficial connection. I'm looking for a deep seated connection, something that has foundation and substance. And that may require me to get to know you a whole lot better than what we know each other right now. And that could be kind of like that type of conversation. Dragonfly comes across as epiphany. There's a realization here between you and this person. It may be both of you realizing that you both check off a lot on each other's list. Okay? That there's like a lot of that superficial checking off, but that there's more time to get to know each other better. Now, sorry, intuitive friends. Give me a second. Now, this deck, I did write some messages here. It says change. What does it say? Oh, change is near. And I have wisdom and I have message. Okay, so those are the messages that I wrote when I connected here. So see, and here. So that may be important. Dragonfly says magic. It says, I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. Does that sound familiar, intuitive friends? Because that's exactly what I was talking about at the top of the reading with that deception. It says, the magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. It's changing that limited perception around into a very positive perception, a very positive affirmation, which will help change the perception here. Shatira, that's all that I have for you here in connection to this this question in regards to you and JJ, this new connection. I hope you have gotten a sense of clarity. Of course, I'm going to take a look at the chat in a minute. I'll also see who else may be interested in readings here. But intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you just subscribed today to my channel, thank you. And if you are a current subscriber, welcome back. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. There's lots of information in the description box as well as in the chat. Intuitive friends, don't forget I do 5-minute mini readings on my channel for free. And those, of course, are free because all I focus on in my free 5-minute mini readings is what your guides want you to know. So if you're interested in joining my free mini readings, and that's not this is a $9.99 reading, but if you're interested in that, don't forget to subscribe now to the channel. Then turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. So whenever I am doing a live reading or whenever I add new content to my channel, you are notified. All right, intuitive friends. Give me 1 second. Now, Shatira does have 2 questions. So Shatira has the second question, and then I'll see who's after Shatira. And we'll continue with the $9.99 or $10 reading. However it might show up on your end is fine with me. Okay, I just wrote $9.99 there, but if it shows up as $10, that's fine. If it shows up as $9.99, that's fine. Okay. All right, let's see what Shatira has here. Shatira. Oh, Briss, hello. So we have Monica and Briss, okay? Monica, you're going to be first, and then Briss is going to be right after. Oh, Tiger, Dragon JK, hello, Lex and everyone. Just dropped by to like and say hi. Hi, I rewatched the amazing reading you gave me earlier today. Thank you again, and you dropped the rose. You're very welcome, Tiger, Dragon JK. I'm so happy that the messages resonated for you. Thank you so much, my dear. Where are we here, Shatira? Where are you? Did you write anything, Shatira? You said that will be me, LOL. And Shatira, you wrote, I feel that is me that is hiding that there is chemistry. Well, my friends, you need to clear that up, okay? Because you might give the wrong impression here of like someone picking up like you don't like them or you're not interested, okay? So you have here, what's possibly going on with my career? Okay, so Shatira, what is possibly going on with your career? Let's find out what's coming through for entertainment purposes only. What is possibly going on here in regards to Shatira's career? Okay, let's see. I am being called to grab this one over here. Shatira, thank you so much for asking 2 questions. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see what's coming through for you, Shatira. What is possibly going on in regards to Shatira's career? Let's get more clarity in regards to what may be possibly going on in regards to Shatira's career. Give me the first card, please, Spirit. We have the World. Something is opening up. You may be feeling a little bit blah lately about something having to do with work, or you may be feeling like some opportunities or something isn't, kind of showing itself clearly, but that may be lifting. That energy may be lifting slowly but surely. I feel that there's a cycle that you may be ending having to do with your career or your job. And there's a new possibility or opportunity that may be coming up, or that you may be getting more clarity here in regards to your inspiration or your passion, or even here, maybe you've been thinking about closing a chapter, maybe at the place that you work or maybe at the department that you work, and you're getting more of this kind of clarity, illumination here as time goes by. Okay, but I'm getting here a closing of a chapter and an opening of another chapter. So we'll of course, get more details here and see what else is coming through. But let's see what else is coming through. Person holding the coin, sure enough, there may be an opportunity that you are interested in that may come up unexpectedly or that you have your eye on. Okay, if that's the case, if you've been kind of mulling in your mind, should I go for this opportunity or that opportunity? This is coming across as you're going to see as time goes by that perhaps that opportunity that you're wondering about or that you're thinking about may very well be an opportunity that can bring in a very new cycle, a new beginning or a new cycle here. Okay, so if you've been kind of on the fence here on something, the world card is saying you have an opportunity to see or to start a new chapter in your life that may require that may give you more stability or security here in some way, shape, or form. It's like you're leaving behind or letting go this murky area, okay, in regards to whatever that may be connecting to your job, and you're more focused on the dawn of a new day or the new opportunity or something that may be inspiring you here. Give me a third card, Spirit. Show me more. Wow, I just had a beep. Look at that. Listen to your heart. I heard a beep in my left ear, like I was telling you. It's interesting because the heart is towards the left. And I was getting like, when you hear that beep in frequency, I was getting it in my left ear. So listen to the sign, symbol, synchronicities that may also be unfolding for you here with the world card. Okay, so that's also something that's coming through. Listen to your heart. If your heart and your intuition is telling you, listen, let that opportunity or let that whatever, if this is your current stance right now, which is the dark, if your heart is saying let go of the dark, the bleak, the something that doesn't feel quite right, and that dark area has been causing you to look at something in a different way, kind of like looking at a new opportunity, then you're moving in the right direction, is how this is coming across, especially with the angel of love. Because the angel of love is coming across as you finding your true calling or you listening to your heart's desire in connection to work or finances here. Give me more with the world card here. Give me more clarity, Spirit, in regards to the world card. Divine guides, give me more here in connection to the world card. More clarity in regards to Shatira's career, what's possibly going on in that section. Look at that. You're going to need to be proactive. How something moves in regards to opportunities and in regards to a new beginning will ultimately depend on how you want to move something here. Are you listening to your heart's desire? Are you feeling? Sorry, give me a second. Are you truly listening to your heart's desire? Are you listening to your soul's purpose? Are you listening to your life purpose? And you will know what this is in regards to your career, because this new opportunity that may be coming in your direction, you're going to feel divinely inspired. You're going to feel motivated. So if looking for a new position is what's motivating you and sparking your interest, then listen to that. If leaving your current job and moving to a whole other place is calling your interest, or it's kind of like igniting your inspiration, then listen to that, because this is talking about a movement, okay? A inspired action, a drive, a motivation, the ambition of wanting to move in a direction where your heart's desire or your true north node is telling you that, or it's remember, we all have free will, so your guides are never going to force you, and the universe and the creator is never going to force you in that direction, but you're going to feel this kind of inner calling here. And if that's what you've been feeling, then this is giving you some sense of validation confirmation here, okay? Give me more clarity here on the person holding the coin. What is probably going on here with Shatira's career? Give me more clarity in regards to the person holding the coin. There may even be more money somewhere else, exchanging gifts. The energy you put forth is the energy you're going to get back. The energy that you put forth is the energy you're going to get back. The expertise, the talent, and the skills that you show, or the skills and the compensation that's going to be granted to you. So listen carefully. If you are thinking about a new position or a new place of work, make sure that you are being compensated in a way that you feel comfortable, that you are being valued for your talents and your skills. So if you feel you're not being compensated, and again, compensated doesn't always mean money. It could, but it doesn't always have to equate to money, because there could be some kind of like, yes, I'm going to get more of this, but I'm going to get less of that, but I'm more interested in this than in that, so it works out for me. So there is this kind of like looking at what truly matters to you. What truly is it that you value? Okay, so whether it's a new position, a new department, a new job, a new whatever it is, make sure you feel like you're being valued. And sometimes being valued doesn't necessarily have to do with money, but in other cases it might. Okay, so it could also be the rapport with the with other people. Okay, so again, that is something of a give and take here. Give me more here, Spirit, in regards to the angel of love. Give me more clarity. What is possibly going on in regards to Shatira's career? You see, deep knowing. You may have been getting sign symbol synchronicities here from the universe. And you saw that I just said that first, and then I was looking. Spirit is always on point, man. You have two different decks, and you have the number 4343. You have the number 77 here coming through for you. You may want to take a look what 77 means in regards to angel numbers or in regards to spirit messages. You are getting a sign symbol synchronicity here. There's some type of validation confirmation, because this is coming across in the way spirit is showing this to me. It's like you knew exactly what the answer was. You just wanted to make sure. You wanted to make sure that what you are feeling, thinking, sensing, and picking up in regards to this new beginning, or how this is coming across even as this deep divine spark within you, is it truly what it is that you've been feeling, sensing, or connecting with. And so Spirit is telling you, yes, your deep inner knowing has been correct. What your heart's desire has been showing you, your hunches, your intuitive gut level feeling, your heart, it's moving you towards something that feels more equal or balanced for you, whether that be monetary money here, or whether it be the value of something here. So this is looking like, again, how you want to play this card, so to speak, pun intended, is all depending how you may want to move, or where your inspiration and motivation is moving you towards. Okay. All right. Let's get more in connection to your job or career here. Give me more in regards to the World card. Give me more clarity, Spirit. Ooh, author. Author. You are the author of your destiny. You write what you want to happen next. Like I said, you hold the power on what you want to do and how you want to move something in connection to your job or career. There's a new opportunity or new beginning approaching or opening up, or a level of improvement here. And the author says, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make time to write it. So use journaling as a way of really getting to the nitty gritty, or to the bottom of what are the things that you want for yourself in regards to career, in regards to work or job. Journaling may allow you to get a deeper connection with what you really feel and want to see in your life. I'm also getting here, daily affirmations may be of importance as well. Create your daily affirmation where you empower yourself here. Okay. This could also be something having to do with emails, texts, applications. Okay. In order for you to be in a place where you feel that you are valued, or there's that give and take rapport, or where your talents are going to be compensated better, or however that may be, then you need to literally apply for those positions. The author, okay, I'm getting communication is going to be key. Communication, filling out applications, having conversations with people about that specific area or department or new location in regards to your career. Give me more, Spirit, in regards to exchange and person holding the coin. Freedom. You're free to do what you choose. I said that at the top of the reading. I said, Spirit is not going to tell you what you should do. It's telling you, you know what you want. You know you're feeling this inner calling. So liberate yourself from feeling like something is stagnant, not moving, or there's a lack of clarity, and move towards the sense of illumination and clarity, and allow yourself to be proactive in whatever it is, whether it's talking to people that are in that department, or are in that field, or are in that area, or whether it's going back to school, or whether it's, licensure or a specialty that you're interested in pursuing. Because this is coming across, I know it says author, but it's coming across as like someone learning something as well. So you have the power in your hands. You can liberate yourself from whatever situation, circumstance, event, people, or area in your career where you feel you're very limited in. Okay? Give me more here with deep knowing and angel of love. Animals. You understand animals, or this could be also people. So you understand the spirit of. You understand people or animals, and you could communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as whatever it is that you do, or you have this sense of compassion and nurturing. Granted, it does say animals here. If you have been dreaming of a spirit animal, or if there's an animal that you feel very much connected to at this moment in time, then that could be your spirit animal. I also have, just so you know, a pick a card reading focusing on your spirit animal. You may want to look at that pick a card reading. It's in the Timeless Pick a Card Reading playlist. That could give you more insight here, having to do, believe it or not, there could be something there that is connected to this reading. Because I did a pick a card reading talking about spirit animals. But again, there's this energy that you're able to intuitively pick up with people and in what you do for a living or in your career. So use it to your advantage. Okay, I have two more decks here for you. And then we're going to jump to the next person on the list, and that is Monica. After Monica, we have Briss. If there isn't anyone after Briss, then Briss will be my last and final reading for today. So let's see. Spirit guides, what does Shatira need to know, possibly know here about what's going on in regards to her career? You have justice. Something that is not just, not right, or imbalanced will be balanced with time. Okay? The justice card is ruled by Libra. So I don't know if you have air on your astrological natal chart in a placement. I don't know if maybe you have air in your north node, or maybe air in I don't know, your Mercury. Okay, because Mercury is about communication. All right, but the Justice card is coming through here as a reminder. Your guides are saying something that is out of balance will return to its balance. There is a necessary type of focus that you need to have, and that is being honest with yourself. Why am I saying with yourself? Because this person has their eyes closed, but if I flip this around, their inner oracle, their inner guidance, their inner spirit, their higher self, it has their eyes open. You need to be very honest with yourself on what exactly it is that you want to do, because that type, I'm sorry, this was upside down, so I'm just putting that back. But it's very important that you know exactly what you want and that you're being honest with yourself, because you're not going to be able to proactively move in the direction that you want unless you know where it is that you want to go towards. See the World card. So if you want this new beginning or a new cycle, then you need to be very sure that you know exactly what it is, that you put it into words, and that you put it into motion with that yang energy. So the Justice card is coming across as you being impartial and balanced, okay, being neutral and objective, and just see what resonates with you. What's your truth in regards to what you may want to do, or in the direction that you may want to move towards in regards to career. You have here Six of Cups. There may be something here since you were a child that you've been saying, I really want to do this specific thing, or I'm very interested in this specific, whatever this may be. This may still be connected to your job or your career, but there's this something here that there's a kind of like lost memory. So let's say you want to focus in a specific area of specialty, and maybe since you were a child, you were like, I'm really focused at this special, specific specialty. or this specific niche or this specific type of intuitive, humanitarian, compassionate, nurturing type of energy. But I want to do it with kids, or I want to do it with animals, or I want to do it with newborns, or I want to do it with the elderly, or I want to do it as a hospice nurse, or I want to do it as a grief counselor, or whatever it is. This is talking about there's something very specific that you know what it is that has been this sense of nostalgia, and maybe you've been kind of like wondering, should I move in that direction, or should I, you know, open myself to that specific niche or specialty? Did something flip over? No. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through here for you in regards to your career. Oh, okay. Wow. Wheel of Fortune came out. Remember, that was the Wheel of Fortune that was upside down, and I just fixed it and put it in there. Well, guess what? Wheel of Fortune. There is going to be an opportunity for you to turn something around, my dear. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter rules the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay. So, you know, Jupiter rules the Wheel of Fortune. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of good luck. So the World card here is coming across as just a reminder here that there may be a cycle that's ending, a new cycle beginning. There's a shift or change that may be coming, or a sense of improvement. It may be at a distance, so there may be something about travel or traveling a little bit further, or you kind of, there's something about travel I'm getting here. So there could be something here in regards to the distance, but movement is on its way. Now, this thing having to do with your career, I do want to say I'm getting the number 1. So 2026, within this calendar year, which I'm getting here with the Wheel of Fortune, or during this astrological new year, which you know begins March 2026 all the way through March, ending March 2027. So take it as it may resonate. There may be a very big shift having to do with your work or your career. And the reason why I'm giving you that big extended time is because 2026, if you add all those digits, it equals to the number 10. So when we look at numerology, and we look at numerology as a single digit, when we take that 0 away, you get the number 1. So this in 2026, whether it be the astrological calendar, which started in March, or whether it be the the calendar that starts on January 1st, I'm getting that there's going to be a new shift happening here for you. Okay. Now, let's take a look at your last and final card here with, actually, it's this one and the other one. So, Monica, you are up next, okay? Shatira, let's see what your guides want you to know in regards to what is possibly going on in regards to your career, okay? It says abundance mindset. Abundance mindset. That's going to be super important. By the way, look at this. All the chakras are lit up. If I were you, work on your chakras. Align yourself. Like I said here with the Justice card, realign yourself, balance yourself here so you don't feel out of sorts from time to time. It says if you think your abundance, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away. See, feel, think, and speak abundance as something you already have in the present moment, which could be your job or your career or whatever, and that is what you will experience. Okay, there's something about aligning yourself and aligning your mindset to prosperity and abundance. Okay, And remember that I said about that affirmations here, or daily affirmations, or maybe even getting yourself a really nice fancy notebook and writing a journal or a prompt, every day before you go to sleep or something like that, or twice a week or something like that. You know what I mean? Last and final card. Monica, you are up next, and it's going to be interesting. Wait, hold on. This is going to be interesting because there's something about this deck, because this deck is all about animals, and you do have animals here. So there may be spirit. Show me the spirit animal. Ooh, interesting. You have two: butterfly and balloon. I just asked Spirit to show us the spirit animals here that may be connected to your reading. You have butterfly. Butterfly is rebirth. Okay, so again, like I said, the start of something new, unexpected changes coming in. Okay, one cycle ending, another cycle beginning with the world card here. And butterfly says you can reinvent yourself. Again, listen carefully, Shatira. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. Validation confirmation, as I said at the top of the reading, with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, cycles changing, or the change or progress or improvement. You have a brilliance to share with the world. That's exactly what I was talking about here in regard. Sorry, hold on. Remember that I said you have a very good knack with people and your intuition to help others. There you go. It says you have a brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So love the parts of your journey that may be challenging, and be open to the parts of your journey that enlighten and that bring new opportunities, and sometimes opportunities that may be very well unexpected. Your last and final card says loon. Loon. You could get flashes of insight. It says, Loon says intuitive. Listen to the song of your soul. Trust your intuition, as you have a way of knowing. Again, validation confirmation here, connected to your inner knowing. And that is here with this card with deeper knowing. So it says, listen to the song of your soul. Trust your intuition, as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Again, like I said, you connecting with your higher self through journaling, maybe even here writing affirmations, or journaling here for yourself, or maybe even kind of like writing and setting intentions for yourself. Remember, today's 6/6 portal, so this may be a great opportunity for you to use that portal as a way of manifestation. It says, recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Look at that. That being said, Shatira, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Shatira, for being part of the membership tier, as well as Monica. Sorry, Monica, I didn't say that before, but thank you so much for being part of the membership tier. I greatly appreciate your support. All right, intuitive friends, I just finished Shatira's reading. Shatira, let me know if this resonated for you. Let me know by just dropping some roses, or if you want to share anything else, feel free. But again, if I were you, look at your quarterly reading. Okay, so whatever your north node is, look at the quarterly reading connected to your north node or to your ascendant. Into the houses on your astrological chart that are connected to career. I want to say house number 2 and house number 6, if I'm correct, if memory serves me right. But you could also Google that and see that, so you can get more messages there in regards to that. I also have the pick a card reading focusing on the new astrological year. You may want to do that because of that number one and that fire, which is coming across as also astrological new year. So you may want to take a look at that as well. That being said, Shatira, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for being part of the membership tier and for um, taking part in the super chat live today. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, Shatira, to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls, people that you feel may benefit from these channeled messages. Up next, we have Monica, but first, intuitive friends, welcome to the channel. After Monica, we have Briss. So Briss so far is our last and final. But if you are interested in having a $9.99 super chat live reading, then please join, because after Briss, if there is no one else after Briss, then I will be closing the session. Okay? All right, intuitive friends. Give me 1 second. All right, there's a card that fell here. Sorry. All right, intuitive friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box as well as in the chat. Pardon the background noise, intuitive friends, but you know, believe it or not, this is noisier than New York sometimes. Sometimes it's as quiet as a mouse, and sometimes it's not. All right, intuitive friends, let's see. Up next, hello, Butterfly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Butterfly, for also being part of the membership tier as well. Shatira, wow, that's a lot of roses. So this is telling me that these messages really resonated for you. So thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. All right. Monica. Monica's question is, what's going on with the impression people I know get about my business of BFA? I wonder if they lost interest because I wasn't as authentic as now. So what are people's impression about your BFA business? Okay, so let's see what is coming through in regards to people's impression. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm being called. Briss, you are up next, okay? So let's see. What are possible people's impressions in regards to Monica's business? Just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, but let's see what's coming through for you. Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. I feel that people perceive your business as a tool that they can use to empower themselves. Okay? So it's all about the right people needing the service or needing or being interested in taking part in whatever it is. So people's impression about your business is that they understand that there's going to be some sense of clarity or enlightenment if they use the course or if they partake in the business, that is going to help them to empower themselves or step up and move forward. Okay? It says you are strong beyond measure. All right? That's the impression people are getting in regards to your job. Let's get more. What's another impression that people are getting in regards to Monica's BFA? That didn't flip over, so I'm not gonna take it. But in regards to Monica's BFA business. All right. What's people's impression? People's possible impression in regards to Monica's business here. A breakthrough is at hand. Yeah, they get the message here. So if you're kind of wondering, did they get the mission statement or do they understand the philosophy? They understand what this is about. They understand that your business or your service or your courses or your company, okay, what you are building, what you have been building, it's about making the way for changes within themselves. See, this is the thing. They just have to be ready. Are they ready to make those changes? Are they ready to do the work? So don't take people's perception about your business. Like, let me explain. Don't take the fact that someone not using your services means that it's not important. That's not, you shouldn't really equate one thing with another. People are aware what your business is about. They understand that it's about self-empowerment, self-improvement. They understand that it's going to take work. But here's the thing. Are they ready to step up and get themselves enrolled or in connection with what your business is about? It's up to them. At the end of the day, we all have free will. So even if you see that your business is the best tool that this person or people can use, they have to come to that awareness. Okay? So don't equate people not taking your service as your service not being good, because that, or not being worth taking. It's not that. Is that they have to be ready to do the work. So there's something here about you changing or reframing that idea, because you're going like 1 + 1 is equal to 2, and in this situation you're not looking at the other variables. And the other variables is the person has to be willing to be the student in this dynamic and learn from whatever it is, and that's going to take work, and not everyone is open to do the work, right? So again, that's also coming into play here. Let's see, what are people's perception here? Ooh, rejuvenating rain. Look at that. Clear the past and heal the present. So people like I said, people understand what your business is about. They perceive it as a tool to use to let go of the past and clear things so that they can heal themselves. So again, I will say, and sorry that I sound repetitious, but this is coming through over and over again. It requires people to be ready to start that journey. It requires people to be open to go down that road. Okay? I'm also getting something here in regards to credentials. Okay? So especially if there's something here having to do with counseling, therapy, and things like that, especially what's going on online. And again, I'm not going to make a mention of the name of the person or whatever that may be about, but having credentials is super important. Okay? So especially if this is something about like therapy, counseling, and things of that nature, just be aware that people are now, being very particular about, someone having the credentials that are connected to that specific niche. Okay. So for example, and this is just an example, and I'm not saying that you don't have that. Okay. I'm just saying you need to be aware because of this big thing that's happening on YouTube. And there's this doctor who said that they were a doctor, but in reality, they're not a doctor and they're not a doctorate and they don't have, all that mumbo jumbo. It's like me saying I'm a Reiki practitioner and not having gone through the proper channels and education and um, credentials to say and call myself a second degree practitioner. Okay. So just bringing that also to the forefront. Okay. Give me more here in regards to stepping into power and breaking the trail. What is going on with the impression people that Monica knows that they get about Monica's business? They understand that they understand the purpose of your business. They understand the purpose or the mission here. But I keep getting that they just have to be ready and willing to do the work. And I'm also getting something here about credentials too. And so, you know, what makes you the leading person that the people should go to you and not to someone else? Okay, so you need to kind of see what is it that you provide. What else is coming through here in regards to what is going on with the impression that people have? They understand that through working with their past and clearing their past, they will come across with, kind of like some type of, self improvement here. Let's see what else is coming through in regards to. Hold on one second. Never ending story. Why is this here? Why is that impression here? I'm getting it as they understand that it's like self improvement here. But give me more in regards to never ending story. The veil between the worlds. Connecting with ancestors and guides, their wisdom will illuminate your healing path. You see what I'm saying? They have to be ready to do the work of wanting to use those tools for whatever it is that this may be about, whatever that service is. Okay? All right? So that's how that's coming in. I wanted to just double check there before I continue. Let's see. What's going on with the possible impressions people have here that people that know Monica get in regards to Monica's business in regards to BFA? What impression is coming through? Yeah, they do like what you offer. So I don't feel that there's a lack of interest. It's not so much a lack of interest, is are they ready to move in that direction? Are they ready to commit, to do the work, to connect, to be consistent? Okay? It's like going to the gym, right? And this is just like, again, it's coming across as like an example. You know, everybody wants to have a healthier body. Okay, everyone wants to, you know, be in this more nutritious lifestyle and healthier lifestyle, whether it's mental health, emotional health, physical health. Okay, but not everybody wants to put in the work and the consistency. You see the difference? Because there are many gyms in the world. So with all the gyms and tools and resources and equipment and nutrition and knowledge that we have about eating cleaner and eating healthier, then why isn't everybody on earth living their most optimal healthy life? Well, because it takes work. Not everyone has the discipline. Not everyone has that inspiration to want to have to go and do that every single day, right? So again, they're aware that there's an option there. But you see that this heart is in a cage. The door is open. Free will is a thing. Okay? So they need to feel like, yeah, you know what? I want to move in the direction of trying this or doing this, or, um, you know, they just may not be ready. Only those people that are going to be ready. Like I said before in your first question, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When the student is ready, then they're more open to learning and to being open to the tools, to the possibilities, and to the options, right? But free will is a thing. Okay. All right, give me the light side of this reading here. Okay, I have two more decks here for you, this being one, and the animal spirit guide one being the other. So let's see what's coming through here. Wow, the light side of this reading says safety ahead, navigate towards security. Okay, and have a lighthouse there. See, all that you can do, which is interesting because you had this energy in regards to what I'm about to share with you here, and I'm getting this channeling. Remember, in your first reading, you have you, something about you and your inner light, and then in this reading, you're having the lighthouse. And the lighthouse, when it's in the daytime, it's there, it's useful, but only when it's dark do people, or do sailors or captains really appreciate the lighthouse, because it gives them that kind of focus of navigating towards the lighthouse, right? So there's something about you being the beacon of light of your business, possibly here being the beacon of light or of hope to those that are interested in navigating towards working on themselves. Okay? Now, let's take a look at your last and final card here, Monica. Briss, you are up next. Briss, you are up next. Don't go anywhere because you are up next. Monica, I hope these messages have given you some sort of clarity. And let's take a look here. What else is coming through for you? Last and final card. What is the advice that Spirit has for you in regards to people's impression about your company or your business? Whale. Orca whale. It says adventure. Interesting, because you also had adventure in the first reading. Isn't that interesting? Now, here with this card, hold on a second. Here with this card, okay, I wrote some things here, okay, when I meditated on the card. And I wrote telepathy. I also wrote leaders. And I also wrote pods, because whales travel in pods. So making sure that you connect to communities and to like-minded souls that are open. So yes, let people know about what you do, your business, and what you do and what your service provides. so that they are aware. So if and when they need it, they have it, or they understand there's a tool. So it's like continue to be the beacon of hope, but also understand that at the end of the day, people are going to need to get out of their comfort zone and be open to moving towards taking the tools that are out there and using it, and one of the tools being your business. Now this is interesting because I'm going to tell you, when you finish listening to this reading, you got to go back to the first reading, take a look at that again, and then come back and take a look at this. Now, it doesn't have to be now. It could be later. It could be at another time where, sometimes, we can watch the same thing multiple times and get different messages as we watch it. It says here, dare to do things differently. Orca the Whale, adventure, just like your first reading, is talking about getting out of your comfort zone and connecting with like-minded souls in niches or in ways or in companies or connections where people are open-minded and are open and ready for this change. It says, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Okay? So again, tapping to your inner confidence is going to be important. I told you. I said you're going to get a lot of no's, or you might get a lot of people who might be like, yeah, okay. And then they're not doing anything about it. But you are still telling people, or at the very least letting people know, you're lighting the way for those who are ready to come forward when the time is right for them. It says, be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. So your friends and family could be the people here that could be like, wow, this is a great idea, or you know what, this is really good. And they just may not be ready to dive in or to do the work. But they could but they could be the friends and family who can tell other people, who can share with others what your business may be about. It says, be brave. You are more powerful than you know. That being said, Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. I want to say thank you so much for being part of the membership tier. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for coming out here and to do the live chat. So thank you so much for your questions. And, I hope this has brought some sense of clarity here for you. Okay, my dear? That being said, Briss is up next. But before I jump in and do Briss's reading, intuitive friends, just so you know, I only have one more space available. For those of you who are interested, I only have one more space available for this $9.99 live chat reading, focusing on channeling messages connected to what you want to know more about. What is possibly going on with fill in the blank? Just a reminder, intuitive friends, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And please remember to come back to your reading. Like, listen to it once, obviously, at the moment that you're, receiving the reading. But then a couple days after that, come back to the reading and listen to it, because there may be more messages that may come up later for you. You may be able to see it clearer at a later date and time. Intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, client testimonials, or credentials, take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. Intuitive friends, I have a reading, a pick a card reading that came out today, focusing on unblocking your root chakra. So for those of you who feel that you want to feel more grounded, more stable, connect more to your root chakra, balance your root chakra, then guess what? I have a pick a card reading for you, and it's already in the timeless pick a card reading. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to watch it. Let your intuition be your guide, but also don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so I don't have anything here, so I don't know what's going on, but let's see here what's going on here. Okay, hold on one second. All right, up next we have Briss. Okay, Briss, give me 1 second. You're up next, but Monica says, wow, I remember that in the first reading. If the messages resonate, oh, okay. Oh, okay, I guess it resonated because you dropped some roses there. So good. Thank you, dear Lexa, for the reading. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for trusting me on this journey for you as well. So thank you so much. Briss, welcome back. Briss, let's take a look here. What's your question? It says, Brissidia H, what's going on with a few managers, guys, from work? I found out that they put a camera in my office and are trying to set me up. Interesting. Let's find out what may be possibly happening in regards to that. So that already sounds like it's in the direction here of, yeah, okay. Wow, that's scary. Spirit, give me more here in regards to Bresidia's question about what is possibly going on with the managers from work who put a camera in Bresidia's office, who may be potentially here, as the question says, trying to set her up. Give me the energy surrounding these managers. Now remember, Briss, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. That is creepy. Let's see what's coming through here for you, my dear. Give me the energy of these managers and of this situation that is possibly going on. Spill the beans. Someone is about to reveal everything, no holds bar. There's a sense of curiosity. There's a sense of wanting to know something. But I'm also getting here, even you perhaps here spilling the beans to HR. Look at this. Ulterior motive just came out. And two-faced. Huh. I wouldn't be surprised if you end up taking this matter to HR, or before you do, making sure that um, you've noted and have your evidence that this is true. Okay, so it might be taking a picture of the camera. It might be because that's what I'm getting here. Give me more on spilling the beans here. Hold on, because this is, it says, girl, I am HR. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, well, somebody is doing, these people are doing something. You might need to take this matter higher than, I mean, higher higher up to you. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't know if there's a camera or not. I don't know if someone told you this, if they're even right in what they're saying or whatever. But someone here has an ulterior motive in regards to keeping a close eye on you. You see how this eye is looking? It's observing, analyzing, and it's also here the rope of trying to hold on or tie something up or constrain something here. And it says here ulterior motive. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. So interesting. Two-Face says someone is friendly yet deceitful. There may even be people here who are trying to be very friendly to you, trying to come across as they're your BFF at work, or that they are helping you or in your, helping you or something like that. And they may not be. I feel that these managers or these people that are very much connected to what's going on in your office, are there's a feeling here of not just feeling like there's two-face, but there is a sense of intimidation. There's something about you, either something that you know, or the fact that your work is impeccable, like you do what you need to do, that they feel threatened by your talent, skills, or skill set. And I feel here, I might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but somehow here, there's going to be an evidence that you may come across I know that online they sell like this device that kind of like beeps if there's a camera or something, or if someone is recording something from a space. But then obviously if it's a camera, then they're watching you trying to figure something out. You know what I mean? Give me more here on Spill the Beans. They do sell devices that could let you know if there's a recording device in your office. But then again, if it's in your office, is it coming from the company? Because people just can't bug your office just to bug your office. You know what I mean? Give me more on Spill the Beans. Girl, what is going on? There may be 3 people involved in this situation. Okay? I'm getting 3 people in cahoots with one another. 2 people may come across as very friendly or nice, and 1 person may not come across in that way. I'm getting 3 people. Okay? Forget about the fact that it says love triangle. I'm getting 3 people. 2 seem like they come across as being friendly, or at the very least, like you shouldn't worry about something. But one of the 3 here is I'm feeling kind of weird about. But let's see. All right, let's see what else is coming through. I'm getting 3 people here. Give me more about the ulterior motive here. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. Let's see. There's definitely something happening behind the scenes, for sure, having to do with you and for sure having to do with, yeah, humor has it. Humor, I'm sorry, rumor has it. Rumors are flying in your circle. Yeah, there is someone here who may be telling you or may have told you. Because I don't feel like, I feel someone told you about these three people, okay? And the person that told you may know a whole lot more than what they just told you. They may know a lot more details. An ulterior motive says someone may be getting close with you with hidden intentions. And again, there's the three people and the one person who may be telling you about what's going on. Interesting. Let's keep going here. I'm getting there are three people and one who told you, or out of the three people, one person was honest with you about what was going on. One person spilled the beans. It could be one of these three people, or there could be three people and one person, which be the fourth in this card, is the one that told you or is telling you about this plot against you. Well, let's see. Give me more on Two-Faced. There's definitely something happening here, so it's not your imagination. There's definitely something happening behind the scenes. There are even people here acting like they're nice, but they're not. Wow. Look what popped out. Hidden truth. Hidden truth, and there's another card underneath. Let's see what it says. Let me see. What was your question here? Hold on. Okay. So you said no one has spilled the beans yet. The maintenance guys kind of hinted. There we go. That's that fourth person. You see, there are three people. Like I said, this situation is connected with three people. One, two, three, and like I said, either one of the three people is spilling the beans, or there is someone outside of the clique. You see, you have one, two, three people that are like in this clique vibe, but then you have this person in the back who's watching, observing, and taking notice. And that's who is watching or realizing here that there's something going on behind the scenes. You see how everything comes out? I'm telling you. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. You said not the company, just three guys. Yeah, they can see if you're looking for it. Then this is against company policy, my dear. I'm going to be very honest with you. This is something that, you might, general manager, maintenance manager, security manager, they are all very close. Yeah, you can sue for sure. This is something that should not be happening. This is creating a hostile work environment. You may even want to talk to someone. Yeah. You might want to. But see, here's the thing that bringing it to the higher ups, they're going to have to do the search for it. You see what I'm saying? And then they're held liable to take matters into their own hands in regards to this. because that's against, I don't it because it doesn't feel like it's company, like I don't, it doesn't feel like it's the company doing this. This is like three people just wanting to just do something here. And if that's the case, like I said, there's a hidden truth here. Somebody's trying to do something, but they don't want to show. And it says unspoken tension. Yeah, it's creating an unspoken tension here. Again, remember that I just said it's creating a hostile work environment for you. There may be here you may need to find advice outside of work and see what either a lawyer, a detective, I don't know what to tell you, a lawyer, a detective, a private investigator can tell you about how to uncover something like this, and then how you can even bring it up to your higher ups. You know what I mean? Because this is creating some sort of tension here within. And this person who spilled the beans, like it says here, spilled the beans, this may be you. You may have to step up to this situation. Like I said, whether it's you talking to a private investigator, whether it's you talking to an attorney, whether it's once you get information from from law enforcement or a more like a private investigator, and information in regards to an attorney, then bring it up to the company, because the company is going to be held liable, and they're not going to want to pay, and they're not going to want you to sue them. Right? So if they do find something, they could say we didn't find anything when they did, or they could be very honest and transparent, and have some type of integrity and say, yeah, you know what, this is what we found out. But this is a very tricky situation. One that's going to, again, one that I would even say, talk to a private investigator, talk to an attorney, and see how you can unravel this. Because there is a sense here of unraveling here. And you don't mention anything at work. If I were you, I wouldn't mention anything at work. I would start spilling the beans with people outside of work. Example, private investigator. Example, an attorney. Attorneys only charge like maybe $50 or $100 for a consultation. So through that consultation, you may get legal advice as well in connection to this. Okay? Because remember, evidence is key in something like this. So this is something that you may want to talk to people outside of your company that have specialty, that specialize in something like this. Let me see what else is coming through. Because that's what I'm getting. Because I feel this spill the beans is you. You're going to need to have this conversation with someone here. Give me more, give me more, give me more details about spill the beans in regards to Briss's situation here with work. Yeah, it's you talking to someone that you can trust, and that's someone having some sort of expert advice. This is also talking about self-love. Don't allow the situation to get the best of you. because it's creating a very tense environment for you. Yeah, I feel like that's what the guides are telling me here. It's like you need to go outside. You need to find some expert advice here because this is something that's very tricky. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, message in a bottle. I'm getting something about anonymous. Someone coming forward, but their privacy or an anonymity being at the forefront here. You may want to have private conversations, like I said, with people like a private investigator or an attorney and really talk about what came, what someone kind of hinted or said here in regards to this and how you can manage the situation. Because there's something about rumors here. Yeah, you need to make sure that this isn't just a rumor, or is it, you know what I mean? And the fact that it's three males, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Give me more fates. You may feel like you don't know what to do, but again, there's something about you, because remember I said spirit is telling me, so that's what this is telling me. You need to get a hold of a private investigator, just having a conversation, or an attorney, just to have a private conversation about what you know about this situation. There may be something that they're going to give you, some advice that you need to be aware of so that you know how to manage the situation. Because again, there's something here about rumors, you know? Is it true? Is it not true? But that's why I'm getting like you needing to contact. It might cost you, like I said, like when you talk to an attorney or whatever, it might cost you $50. It might cost you with $100. I don't know. Every state is different, but you can have a consultation and just have a discussion about this situation here. Give me more here in regards to the hidden truth, unspoken tension, and two-faced energy. Wow, that card wanted to jump out. Breathe. Take it easy in the meantime. I do feel that your guides or your higher self, there's going to be some type of epiphany here. Yeah, there's going to be some type of epiphany here where as you do the work on the, as they say, on the earthly plane, contact a private investigator in regards to having a discussion about this. Contacting an attorney in regards to just a consultation about something here. And in the meantime, keeping calm, cool, and collected at work, not letting anyone. If you are going to speak to a private investigator, do not tell anyone. Do not text the private investigator or call an attorney while you're at work. Okay? This is something you want to just really keep on the low because this message in the bottle is as if something needs to remain very quiet and private until you can get a handle on what is the next move you should make. Give me more about this situation here. Give me more clarity. Wow. Okay. That was the world card that did a bit of a peekaboo here. Yeah. Follow your heart. Your intuition is going to lead the way in regards to this. Something about your heart is going to lead the way. Yeah, you got to do something though on the earthly plane, but also look at that. The world card. I told you the world card wanted to come out. There's something about you closing something or gaining more illumination and clarity as time passes by. I feel there's something happening here in regards to this coming outside of your circle. Because you are HR, you may you may hold someone accountable here for something that has nothing to do with you. And someone here is like they're scared that something is going to be revealed. 'Cause that's how I'm being shown this here. And so, blossoming abundance. I feel that this is something about someone else, and they just want to know, is it in your radar? Do you know about a situation here also? That could also be the watching you and stuff like that. Let me see. I've been very careful on what I say too, but I am always on top of my work. Good. Yeah. This may not even have anything to do with you. It might have to do with someone else. But since you are HR and HR's responsibility is that and I'm just going to give you an example. I'm not saying that this is the situation, but I'm just going to give you an example here. If there is some type of situation that's happening that these three managers are in cahoots, like they did something wrong, or they did something that they shouldn't have, or they said something that they shouldn't have, or that there's a coworker that is making a claim about them or about to make a claim to HR, which would be you, then this is kind of like them keeping an eye on you to see, is this person or is this situation going to spill over? You see what I'm saying? Either way, no one should be watching you without obviously your permission, especially at work. But again, if I were you, I would get more clarity here in connecting with someone who is connected to private investigations so you can have a conversation with them in regards to this, and also an attorney, just have a consultation to see what are the things, temperance, patience, to see what it is that you need to do. Sorry, hold on, did I just put that in upside down? My apologies, give me 1 second. What you can do so that you can safeguard yourself should this escalate. Okay? So I'm telling you that that's what's coming through. So if I were you, I would definitely hop on getting expert advice. But in the meantime, again, stay calm, cool, and collected. It feels like things are going to work out for you, blossoming in abundance, okay? You're going to get some type of illumination, clarity in regards to the situation. I feel you're not alone. Your guides are with you, okay? So you are being divinely protected. So whatever it is that you've been feeling, there's a sense of validation, confirmation coming through in this reading. You know, ground your energy, stay calm, cool, and collected, and get the expert advice that I'm picking up on here. Because you need to know what to do should this escalate. Seven of Cups with the Hierophant. Seven of Cups is of a lot of options and not knowing which option to choose first or what to do first. So, for example, I'm giving you a lot of options and things that are coming through, and it's like you may feel like, oh my gosh, I'm confused, so what should I do? Like, okay, so I didn't think about that, but now that that's an option, okay, what should I, what if I do this, what if I do that? That's also the energy that I'm picking up with the Seven of Cups. The Hierophant is you being very committed to learning the truth of something here. And you will learn with time. There's a sense of elevation here. There's a sense of you. Remember that the Hierophant in the traditional deck, it's the high priest. It's a priest that has two people in front of him. And he is the symbolism of being able to connect to the earthly realm, but also be able to connect to the ethereal realm. So this is talking about the same exact thing I said earlier. You getting a hold or getting connected with people on the earthly plane that have an expertise. They have a higher knowing in their profession, and they can give you some sense of insight, but also you connecting with the ethereal realm in balancing and grounding your energy so that you can continue to stay abundant and prosperous in all the things that you do at work. So that's what I'm getting here with the Hierophant. Let's take a look at your last and final card here. Yeah, because breath is also coming through as that sense of you pouring into you. You pouring into yourself so you don't start allowing this unspoken tension to get the best of you at work. Okay? If I were you, I would definitely look for a consultation with an attorney and a consultation with a private investigator. Just air out everything, make notes in your home when you get home from work and write down everything that you learned about whatever so that you know how to manage the situation. Let's see what's coming through. You have here wolf, not fox. Wolf says Pathfinder, release your past and start a new journey. Interesting, because you could be getting more enlightenment here in regards to this. It says you are a teacher. Didn't I talk about the Hierophant being the high priest, or you learning? Hierophant is being committed to the learning process of something. It says you are a teacher and help others find their way. You see, that's what I was getting. It's something about that there could be something brewing behind the scenes that you may not know about. And someone may be coming into your office to give some type of complaint, some type of paperwork. There's something here because I feel that this is connected to something else. It's not so much connected to you because you're the person who's going to have the ability to hold other people accountable. This is so interesting. It says there will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. That's what I'm getting here, Briss. Let me just give you one last deck here, and that's the one here with the angels. Let's see what else is coming through. This is this is your last and final card. I hope this is giving you some type of clarity. But again, this is coming across as like expertise advice that needs to come in people in two niches. One is private investigator, another is an attorney, just a consultation, just so that you can get some type of clarity or awareness of whatever should this escalate at a later point in time. Okay? Last and final card here. Break the rules. You may be the type of person, and this is exactly what I said. Remember that earlier you said, oh, I should tell the higher ups. Remember you said that? And I said, hold on a second, because that would make sense. But remember that I said, hold on a second, because I'm getting like you need to tell someone outside of your job first so that you can get a handle on what you need to look for or what you could do about something of this magnitude. So that is kind of like you breaking the rules. Instead of going to your higher ups, you're going to go to a private investigator to get a consultation and an attorney to get a private consultation about this situation. And that may be kind of a way that you're breaking the rules before you bringing up to your higher ups. And that's a question that you may even want to present to the attorney. Should I go to the higher ups? If I do, what should I say? How should I go about it? I don't want to just have a conversation. I want to be able to track the emails, because then people may sweep something under the rug when the time comes. You see what I'm saying? So this is talking about that. This is saying it's okay to break the rules this time. Meaning, instead of going to your higher ups, going to like someone who has the specialty of like private investigation, and just to get a consultation and just get their knowledge of how they would handle a situation like this. Or not or but also, in addition to that, get an attorney's expertise advice on something like this. Okay, so I'm getting that. It says it's okay to break the rules this time. Only you know how to work things out effectively. As long as it doesn't hurt, allow yourself to go beyond your limits. And of course, life is short and you may miss the opportunity. So yeah, I'm getting here you literally doing those steps in order to get the clarity that you need in regards to this situation, circumstance, or event. Briss, I hope that these messages have given you a sense of clarity here. Just know you're not alone in this. You know, the higher realm is with you. They're guiding you. Keep calm, cool, and collected, and continue to and you might want to say that. You might want to give, the two scenarios, that they're watching you for, I don't know for what reason, or, that they may be watching you because you are the person who may, do paperwork or something connected to something that you don't know about. But again, if I were you, I would get expert advice. It says I will look for, the legal advice comes across as like consultation. So you don't have to, I'm not saying like, like you don't have to book an attorney for like, because you don't have anything yet. You may want to have that discussion with an attorney and a private investigator. So yeah, the higher ups are fond of you. So at least I'll have some support there. Yeah, you would. You would definitely get support because there's this sense of like you prosper at what you do. You're really good at what you do. And but yeah, I would definitely go down those two avenues. Private investigator just to get advice from there, and then going to the legal consultation just to get advice there. Okay, then they can guide me or suggest. Yes, they can. Like the private investigator is going to give you advice, and then the legal person is going to give you advice. Okay, so you might want to do the private investigator first just to see what they have to say, and then bring that information to when you go to the consultation of the attorney so that you could get more clarity. Like, this is what the private investigator told me in a consultation that I have. And so, in this consultation with you, hence the attorney, I want to know, what your take is on this, and how should I move in this situation. Okay, so you're very, very welcome, Briss. I hope these messages continue to enlighten you, and thank you so much for stopping by and taking part in the super chat live. So thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your love, loyalty, support. I also want to thank Universal Butterfly for volunteering here and helping. I also want to give a thanks to my members who also joined the chat today, and that, of course, was Shatira and Monica, as well as Ascending Universal Butterfly. I also want to thank Briss for being here. And yeah, Briss, man, I'm telling you, everything came out like exactly like you had said. It's crazy. That wow. There you go. Well, hopefully this has helped. And as you know, my email address is lexatarot@gmail.com. So if you ever need to contact me, you can find me there as well. That being said, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, intuitive friends. Don't forget to take a look at the pick a card reading, the timeless pick a card reading in regards to the root chakra. Okay, there you go. Take care, and I'll see you next time.